Hello, and welcome to the first of the Patni podcast series on cloud enablement and business transformation. I am Charles Cronauer, and today we are going to focus on how to determine if moving an application or a set of applications to the cloud makes financial sense, and if so, what are the challenges of integrating cloud solutions into an established IT framework and established business methodologies. Cloud is a business-enabling technology, but it needs to play well in context. Applications that you may want to bring to the cloud for reasons of business agility, efficiency, and cost savings will most likely not operate in isolation, but should work in harmony with other applications. Let's start with an understanding of the two core benefits you get with cloud computing. The first is business agility. With cloud solutions, a company, big or small, can bring new applications online quickly because the infrastructure does not need to be procured, installed, or configured by the IT department. The service provider delivers compute power, storage, and bandwidth almost instantly, whether on-premise or in a public or hybrid manner. Projects that may have taken 2 weeks to initiate can literally take only hours to bring online in some cases. Also, projects that were deemed too small to be worth investing in IT resources can now be undertaken with very little risk. And smaller companies can take advantage of applications typically reserved for the Tier 1 market leaders. The heavy upfront cost for hardware, operating systems, security systems, software licensing, etc. are mostly eliminated. Tier 2 and Tier 3 companies can purchase a slice of compute power and applications on a per-user consumption basis rather than a long-term contractual basis that imply a hefty entry fee. It changes the paradigm of business agility. Financial flexibility is the other core attribute. In fact, it might be the most important driver for business. Financial barriers are suddenly lower for a number of reasons. Capital expenses lower, moving the business to an OpEx model. The manpower needed to accommodate a new project or seasonal expansion can be a provider's challenge, not yours. Additionally, simple things like floor space, electrical, backup systems, etc. no longer apply, and cash flow requirements do not need to be as reactive to market or customer demands. This cost transformation opportunity has huge potential. Elasticity of IT supply, such as compute resources, storage, new instances of applications, and so forth, in response to business demand is a hallmark of cloud computing. Being able to expand capacity or dial back IT resources quickly is a friendly recipe for the CFO and business owners. Think of it as IT agility that delivers business agility. In this diagram, the increase in IT capacity is traditionally a stepwise function that either lags or gets ahead of the actual need. The CIO can be unhappy when his or her capacity to meet the business demands falls short, forcing him or her to scramble to accommodate that need. This can occur, for example, when more customers hit the company's retail website during a seasonal surge than the system can manage. Sluggish performance or outages might happen, resulting in loss of business. On the other hand, the CFO likes to see investments put to good use for the business. When IT capacity is unused, the area between the step function and the actual demand, the CFO is probably unhappy. The two curved lines represent what happens when IT capacity tracks the actual, not anticipated, demand on a nearly real-time basis. It's scalable, efficient, and cost-effective. Such is the theory, and this is a nice picture. In reality, the impetus to reduce capital expense and replace it with OpEx is not so clear. Depending on the financial motives and practice of the company, capital expenditures and the resultant ability to take depreciation expense may be more important for profitability and other balance sheet considerations. The point is, the CapEx-OpEx trade-off is more complex than it may seem. Patni can help companies with a more nuanced financial analysis to determine when and how, or even if, to deploy cloud solutions. Every cloud implementation is different, and there are lots of business and technical considerations. Some may work in your favor, others not so much. Let's look at some of these. Application investment. If you have recently acquired a new application and are in the process of rolling it out to the organization, transitioning it to a cloud platform may be premature, or you may benefit more from a transition to basic managed services. Application suitability. The cloud world can accommodate either Windows or Unix-based application, but it depends on where the hosting is done. For example, Amazon Web Services is an open infrastructure platform that works well with either. But Microsoft Azure is a development platform that is Windows-based. How about hardware suitability and age? Well, what is your IT policy on hardware refresh for compute-intensive applications? Whether you are near the beginning or the end of that cycle can be a factor. For example, if you have newer equipment, a managed service option may be better for you. Software licensing agreements. Read the fine print. The per-seat licensing agreement that you have in place may not translate well to a cloud paradigm. Corporate financial models are important. Every company has a financial model by which it operates. Depending on that structure, cloud computing can be a great fit or not because of the pay-as-you-go nature of most cloud scenarios. Application portfolio rationalization. There may be a great opportunity to jettison high-maintenance applications or reshuffle your application portfolio as a consequence of taking applications to the cloud. Now is the time to examine the possibilities. How about integration? Will a cloud application play well in your business? Integration is a critical part of your cloud deployment. A key business application needs to maintain complete business continuity during the migration process. Finally, your staffing skills can play a key role in moving the company's applications to the cloud. First, are the skills and experience adequate for the as-is state of application development and maintenance? And if you decide to move an app to the cloud, how prepared are they? So as you can see from these examples, there is complexity, but there can be significant gains. You just need to ask the right questions up front. So what direction should you take? There are probably significant benefits to be had from cloud solutions, but selecting the right applications and platforms and managing the transition is complex. Choosing a cloud implementation partner is therefore an important decision. Even if your options point you in the direction of a major infrastructure provider such as Amazon, you should consider the following. A cloud implementation partner should have a clear understanding of business issues that can be addressed using cloud solutions. Knowing the variety of platforms, infrastructure issues, and what will work best for you. They should do this with an eye towards financial reengineering, or as we said at the outset, cost transformation, that will allow for the expected financial flexibility. It's not just a simple cost savings on an individual project. A high level of industry domain expertise is vital. You want a partner who knows your business and has deep industry experience. This includes knowledge and experience with the regulatory climate for your industry. Another consideration, hands-on experience. You want a provider that has actually deployed cloud solutions to the enterprise while maintaining continuity and security. Patni has decades of large company experience and has invested heavily in cloud technologies themselves, implementing among the largest projects accomplished to date with our cloud partners Amazon, Microsoft, and Google. We continue to maintain a leadership position through research and industry alignment. It is important to have an ecosystem of related services and expertise. A trusted cloud partner needs to have a broad set of technologies, methodologies, and experience with things like system and software integration, infrastructure management, and software development, testing, and so forth. This is important because no critical business application works in isolation. Niche players cannot serve this important need. Finally, virtualization expertise is an important criteria. Because virtualization is such a big part of cloud implementation, your partner needs to be a certified expert with the major virtualization providers, VMware, Microsoft Hyper-V, and Citrix-Zen. This is especially true for private cloud implementations. Hopefully, this presentation has given you some food for thought around cloud implementation and a few things to consider, both technical and financial, as you begin your journey. We would be happy to discuss your options around cloud solutions and cost transformation and to demonstrate our qualifications as a leader in the cloud services industry. If you have questions or comments on elements in this podcast, don't hesitate to contact us. Check back with us for future updates on how cloud solutions are enabling business transformation.